Good morning and welcome from Silverstone for today's practice session. I hope the crowds streaming in through the gates have brought their umbrellas. Guess what? It's tipping it down here today. We should expect to see some very large crowds here this weekend, as we do every year at the British Grand Prix. It's a popular racing circuit, it has huge fan support and is well liked by the drivers and teams.
Many of the teams are based in Britain, and so Silverstone is their home race. It's one of the most historic circuits on the F1 calendar, and one that all the teams enjoy racing at.
Not only is Silverstone one of the oldest circuits in the Formula One World Championship, but it's also home to some of the most iconic corners, and none more so than Maggots and Beckett's. This is a high-speed sequence of left, right, left, tightening corners that lead into Chapel, and then of course the long hanger straight.
The high speeds of this sequence demands extreme skill and precision from the driver. Getting this wrong will affect the momentum all the way down the hanger straight, which is also a DRS zone.
Hello everyone, my name is Carl and welcome to round 9 of this Verstappen career. We are going around Silverstone, a track I don't particularly like, but I'm not gonna say I dislike it either. It's just one of the tracks I don't, well, go around in solo or anything. I just like to race against the AI on it because they are pretty good mostly. So now we are already P11, losing, P13 even, as we go onto the Wellington Straight. We are losing even more places. I think I don't remember exactly if I went for the wet setup or not, because the practice session was wet and I didn't know at the time because you can't actually see the weather, but in the race it would get wet eventually, and there was a lot of strategic calls coming in from our team and from the other teams, and fortunately I did get the right choices. But yeah, really nice corners here, Maggots and Beckett's, and then finally Chapel before going to the hanger straight. I really like this section, this section, what am I saying? But yeah, really awesome race here. Also the video is 17 minutes almost, because I had a lot of replay cams, and just the action was so beautiful around here, and the rain coming down is so nice on this game. It's pretty much the only thing that is quite nice, and also the handling feels amazing. Now we're going through clubs, and then we're gonna see in which position we are. Unfortunately just dropping down to 10th, but I'll see you on the grid.
It's Sunday afternoon and that means it's time for Formula One. This week finds us in the lush English countryside as the teams make their final preparations before the start of the British Grand Prix here in Silverstone. On pole today is Lewis Hamilton. The Mercedes was dominant during qualifying, and with the power unit advantage, well, you just can't see anybody challenging for that race win today.
He's definitely going to be difficult to beat today, but anything can happen, so we'll have to keep a close eye on how this unfolds over the course of the race.
Lewis Hamilton has certainly had the edge on Nico Rosberg in qualifying so far this year. He's dominated his German teammate on Saturdays.
I think Lewis has really got into Nico's head now. Nico's certainly a formidable competitor, but there's something about what Lewis is delivering every Saturday that he can't deal with.
So yeah, after our great result in Austria, you should really check out that episode, it was amazing. But yeah, after a great result we are off now and trying not to lose too many positions to our competitors, but there Hulkenberg goes down right round our outside, but we try and go back on the inside. Quite a clean move there, but somehow the FIA thought that was illegal. I mean, is that not part of the track? Is that bit of tarmac on the right side not part of the track? I really don't know. This game is just so crazy. Sometimes it just Codemasters, fix your fucking game. I mean, I don't care if it looks exactly like the previous one, but I want an actual good game. But we are going through the replays right now. A lot of replays for the start of the Grand Prix, because as you can see now briefly, there is a car getting off track. It is Perez, I think, yeah, because Hulkenberg was right next to it, and you can still see that we didn't do any illegal moves on Hulkenberg. We just went on track all the time. And there a Sauber goes off. It's crazy, all the things that are happening at the start of the Grand Prix, as Beaver and Chipmunk is playing a game. Shout out to Joe, an awesome YouTuber. I bet he might be well, looking at this video while I'm commentating this. Well, no, in live of course, but yeah, here Hulkenberg's view. You can see we are right around his outside, and well, you can't actually see anything, but we go down the inside and nothing happens. It's just so annoying sometimes that you have to let him back through while nothing happened, or that you get so unfair penalties and stuff like that. But in this game it's not too bad. Till now we only got one penalty, and that was this one. So yeah, also mostly I'm quite a clean of a driver, so I don't have too many problems with that. But here we see Perez's view, and Button just completely turns into him. So yeah, what happened there? Let's go take a look at Button's point of view in a bit. Yeah, now let's go, and we see Button tucking right behind us. I think he's just right there trying to get some points for the championship. And well, it was a bit of a, I don't know, weird move really. He tried to go down the inside of Toro Rosso, but there wasn't really that much of space, and there you can see the Sauber getting tossed around completely there by the Toro Rosso of our teammate. Oh yeah, I think it was a teammate, because I don't remember taking out someone, or was it us? I don't remember. I don't. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, a lap later we are trying to make a move on our teammate Sainz there, and well, it isn't really working at the moment, but we are not giving up. And now we're getting that nice replay cam, and we go down the inside. Surely that must work, but we get the outside on the what is it? Huffington? No, I don't remember. Huffington. Yeah, the Huffington corner, I think it is. But yeah, the outside, and our teammate holds it. That is amazing on this game. The AI just keeping the inside and everything as we go through cups, trying to make up a bit of time on our teammate, and we get completely past him like a rocket, just on the outside on Maggots there. Beautiful move, and now we are looking to get closer to Hulkenberg. Let's take a look back at this move, and you can see we just, like a rocket, we just go around him like nothing. Okay, he comes back at Chapel, but in the end we do make the move stick, and it was a beautiful attack on our teammate there. The DRS is enabled as we are right behind Hulkenberg, and as you can see, the two guys up front aren't too far either, so we might have to try and get back at them. But even before the DRS, we are up in front of Hulkenberg already. Here, taking a look at the replay, we just go down the inside as easy as that, and well, don't make any mistakes on the next little stadium section, as you can call it. And Hulkenberg being a lot slower. Lap 4 we are going in already, because our engineer was telling us that it would be raining. It was a sure fact that it would be raining, so I decided to go on the primes early to try and maximize or use off all the tire compounds. So first taking those options, going really fast, taking a lot of positions, and now we are going on to the primes, because there was no way I was going to take those option tires till the end. We rejoined right back at the back of Ricciardo, I think it is. So essentially we did take some position, I think, at the entry of the pit stop. And here really nice pit exit at the Silverstone Grand Prix. Here just going up the hill, and you can see the cars just like a bit showing their heads there, as you could say. But yeah, we're taking right behind Ricciardo, and we are, well, catching up massively on him, because he's stuck behind Grosjean. Grosjean not going really fast. I feel the Lotus are a bit slow, well, a bit like in real life, but they hold up a lot of people in quite a lot of races in this championship, and well, it is mostly to our advantage, so I'm not going to complain about that. But now a lot of other people are coming in for their pit stops, and where are we going to rejoin? Right behind Hulkenberg. Oh no, we go down his inside, and I think Ricciardo is there too. So essentially he did take us, well, gained some time on us, but well, we still remained in front of him, so that is the most important part, because this was not going to be the fastest. Yeah, okay. Jeff is always talking too much about shit I don't care about. That is really something that annoys me on this game, certainly when I'm commentating. But yeah, what was I saying now? Yeah, it wasn't maybe the fastest strategy, but I just wanted to have clean tires and be sure to not make too many mistakes with them, because yeah, once they get off on this game, it's just, you can't do anything about them. So now we are, well, Ricciardo is still right behind us and we are chasing the Lotus, but I don't know why I left so much of this little piece of action. It's really nice to watch the car going around, and as you can see, there are a lot of clouds all of a sudden, and yeah, it's really getting darker around there on Silverstone track. Still going around the corners, but now we, god damn it, my monitor was going off, and we are, well, really close to Grosjean, kind of getting stuck. Some people are still pitting, it seems. I guess Stevens, well, I guess Stevens was on the primes, so still right behind Grosjean, and we do a dive bomb around down the inside, but we completely lock up our tires, and afterwards we lose the back end, and Ricciardo went right for the move there. We just dive bombed on our outside and didn't leave us so much room, even though it was kind of our fault for losing the back end. But here once again we are quite a lot behind Grosjean because of that mistake we did there. So yeah, really nice dive bomb from us, but in the end it didn't work because we locked our tires. We go a little wide here, and that leaves some room for Ricciardo to come back. Also on this game, it's a bit of a glitch really, but your engine, I already mentioned that, but your engine just turns hot like so quickly, it's impossible to keep it cool when you're running in rich mix, and that's a bit of a bummer because I always end up with so much more fuel left because I have no use to the rich mix mode, because yeah, it just makes your engine so much, well, slower. And now we can see Ricciardo coming through a little bit, but not really in the end. He gets through, and well, it was already raining a little bit, and it's kind of difficult to see on this game when it's really raining. You kind of have to watch the replay cams. Now you can see it on the car a little bit. It starts really quickly, but one lap later we are going through Maggots, Beckets and Chapel, and while it was still very drivable on this game, the transition is so quick, you just can't drive on slicks on the wet, and well, it's a bit like in real life really. So we are now on the slicks right behind Ricciardo, that caught up with Grosjean once again. We kind of stayed up a bit behind, but we decided to go in to the pits to change to the intermediate tires that are going to help us a lot. Really long pit straight here. Well, normally it cuts off a bit of the corner, but I feel like, I don't remember exactly, but I think they slowed down the pit stop limiter, like the speed in the pit straight, because they didn't want that to happen too much or something. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, so slow here, the pit stops, the pit straight and everything. It looks really short, but it takes a while to get through, and then afterwards of course you have that little bump that makes you go up. But yeah, now it's one lap later, we are P9, or is it one lap later, I'm not completely sure, but we caught up with Grosjean anyways. We went in front of, well no, Ricciardo is all the way up there, so apparently Ricciardo went past Grosjean in the pits or something, or during the pits strategies, but yeah, he just did that, and now I think we are on almost the final lap or something, and one of the Manor cars was holding up Ricciardo massively. That was just crazy shit here. Look at how slow he's going. He just didn't do anything. I think if the race went on a little longer, it would have gone to full wet condition because it was really going down the rain. But in the end, really dangerous move also for the Manor. I thought it was going to get into us, but the Lotus gets through without too much of a problem. We kind of run wide because I was really scared of that Manor. But yeah, our race is finished. We finished right behind Ricciardo, losing a bit of points to him in the championship. But here are some replays from during the races. There were 2 DNFs, and here was one of them. That is Hulkenberg, I think, if I remember well, and he completely smashed into the Manor. I don't know what he was doing there. It was completely his fault, going off the track and everything. And here we are on board with Kvyat. Well, not on board, we are on the outside, and you can see he just went for a stop there. So yeah, a bit unfortunate that we weren't able to catch up with Ricciardo, but still a really nice race. I don't think we would have been able to anyways.
For Lewis Hamilton. The British driver was the class of the field today and fully deserves his victory.
It's been a great day's racing, and it's fair to say that they deserved that win. Their strategy was spot on.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
But yeah, unfortunately that Daniel Ricciardo beat us this time, but we will be looking to get him back on the next races and try and get that 7th position in the championship, I think it is, even though 9th is our objective. And I think also our team lost 1 place in the championship on this race to Red Bull, of course. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, a little longer than usual, but still really nice to watch in my opinion. And well, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.